I wanna swing from the chandelier.
And we got copyright strike.
Hey, no.
Copyright strike, bitch.
It's different enough. It's different enough.
Actually, technically speaking, it was under 7 seconds, so it's fair use. It's 5 or it's 5
Well, we're not making any fucking money on this shit.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it wasn't
Nope.
copyright use. It was actually just the copyright struck it to get taken down because it was so ass.
Wait,
Yeah,
you guys not getting paid for being here?
No.
Are you?
Yeah.
I fucking knew it.
I have to pay him and
What?
Finboy Twings from like Wisconsin.
12 twinks an hour.
12. You're going right
That's
was
a-
4 when I started.
That's a ridiculous running rate, my
That was
guy.
fucking wild.
Hey, quality got, our prize.
That's not at all.
Okay. I need to.
I need to open up my
remove a
character
couple
sheet
of
too. Because I'm an
things.
idiot.
Delete. Okay. Last we had left off. We're good, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Are we?
Last we had left off. Anybody
I'm the bad
have some notes? Anybody have what the fuck happened?
Well, you didn't have
so-
what happened up until about 3 days ago, so.
What?
Femboy is having a crisis, turning into a dragon.
Quote
Yeah, pretty
message from
much.
Dakota.
Actually,
Yo,
it's a
when are you
woman.
uploading that last session? I need to write my notes.
You think I write my notes now?
No. To be
This
fair,
shit's off the cuff.
to be fair, you writing notes is already an improvement.
So I could tell you pretty much what happened last session.
Yes.
Go for it.
That's what I would like.
Okay. So the party
Divided
has
Duke.
stumbled across my character, Adamant. There's a bunch of weird stuff going on with the town, so Fox decided to set a house on fire while everybody else was just inconveniencing people. Opening doors, moving furniture, more minor stuff. I opened a door that was already unlocked. And then I proceeded to open a lot of locked doors. As we were separated, the party half and half, searching around to solve a small puzzle. And then we were transported to this odd labyrinth, which some people tried to immediately get to our friend, who has now become a wyvern.
And then others
Well,
couldn't figure out
certain
which way,
people-
like which direction north was.
I went in a roundabout way.
You
I
and,
have an
a couple other
explanation.
people.
He was taking
hey.
the scenic route.
It wasn't my fault.
To also be fair,
I rolled really low on the initiative, and the other doors had already been taken.
You could
and
have walked
as the
through them,
doors
right?
were being taken, they were shutting.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you bolted north, we could not immediately follow. We had to find alternate routes.
I went east, actually.
It just happened that my alternate route took me round the world.
Your alternate route led nowhere.
It actually led to the gate.
It led
You
to a
went
gate that
around.
doesn't exist.
Around the world, around the world.
Around the world, around the world.
Can you please turn your fucking mic off?
Crunchy.
Keeping frankly.
The fuck even was it?
She's over there crunching
I'm
bags.
making me food as you guys are doing your thing.
Just don't be crunching a bag while you're doing it.
But a good chunk of the party is preparing to fight. Potentially.
Potentially.
So,
And somebody
As-
just had to go turn into a wyvern.
as
That's
you
been
all
mentioned.
Look at me.
are charging
Someone
towards,
just had to do the bad dragon route.
yeah.
Oh.
As you are
Well,
all charging
well,
towards. Hey, shut the fuck up for a minute. The DM's talking. Okay.
Huh?
Alright. So you guys are all
What?
running out towards. I swear to God, I will cut you. I swear to God. You don't know how many fucking cows.
I like beef, so.
Yeah. Good luck eating it whenever you are the patty.
I'll find a way.
You guys find your way through this labyrinth, and finding a reed in the fetal position who is drastically changing into this almost unidentifiable wyvern. As Reed, your mind is filled with nothing but pure rage. At the start of the session, I'm going to change it so that way it's not wisdom saves. I want an intelligence save from you.
I am pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Reed.
Okay.
As far as Reed is concerned, this is a relived moment. This is going back. You are all not necessarily seeing. This seems to be something you are all suddenly remembering. As though it's a vivid memory that just suddenly hits your mind. You see someone out across from you. You feel as though you know this person. You've known this person for some time. She's lived not too far away from you. She grew up with you. She was a friend. And you find out that this is to be your wife. Not through love, but through command. But as indifferent as that feeling is, you aren't opposed. You feel almost relief as a hand is gestured out towards you. And in that moment, the world around you begins to change. These maze behind you breaks away. You can feel the ground under you crack. There's bits of stone beginning to float up as a sea of stars are illuminated under you. You have effectively lost any light. There's light around you. You can see everything, but you don't see things as vividly. Things are saturated in this blue haze. And at this point, your vision is suddenly snapped to the massive beast that Reed has become. And I'm going to shift y'all over here.
Ooh, colors!
I need for everyone to roll initiative.
No.
Oh.
Initially, my initiative is dog shit.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just rolling shit today.
I mean, if you consider,
Christ,
I don't
it's the
know,
second
not
one.
rolling.
It's the second one.
Second nat.
So are you just
All
playing
right.
as Ibram right now?
Ibram's just not here. Like, he's here in spirit, but he's not.
Saying you clicked on him.
Buddy is toad
Huh?
out.
No, I didn't.
Brother is neck deep in that
No, that's
pussy.
never mind.
Okay.
I thought the traffic cone color was also the north.
No.
Forgot to use an AI picture.
All right. Before combat begins, you all have a moment of this feeling of sorrow, feeling of regret and resentment. Ishiyama, as you're standing there, this feeling in the back of your mind, the world changing around you, you just witnessed Reed turn into this great terrible beast. The snarl of teeth and an angry look towards all of you. What would you like to do?
Oh, sorry.
Nice.
It wasn't the highest, was it?
We all rolled terrible on initiative.
Yeah, we
Jesus.
did.
I mean, I'll take a 14, but like,
It's still mid at best.
it's mid.
Yeah.
Well, I get a +2 in initiative, so I rolled a
It's kind
12,
of
which
mid-size.
is about par for the course.
You also
really.
want some food? You can make some.
That's so weird.
I'm going to draw both swords. And I would like to ready an attack for if he goes to make like actually attack somebody.
Okay. You ready an attack. Boo is still clinging on to a wing or a leg or something. He is desperately holding, trying to bring back Reed. And he does not do anything besides hold on. Vestel.
Okay. She looks over at Uthgar. Non-lethal. Okay, maybe we can bring him back. And then with that, she uses inflict wounds.
You're gonna poke the bear.
I'm a put. Nah, I'll hold the attack.
Okay. You're just holding it for if something happens?
Yeah, on both.
Okay.
Do you want me to make you something?
No.
Are you just giving me?
Adamant. Yeah.
All right. It's not an action to speak, correct?
You would have 3 lines if you were to.
3 lines. Okay.
Yep. Then that is purely free action.
Is this anyone's first time in a mindscape? And then he is going to move. Is this all same level?
Yes.
If there's any elevation.
I think. Yeah, I think I want to climb up behind me and then ready in action. Or no, you said this is all the same level.
Yes.
So I'm just going to step back 5 feet and I'm going to ready my short bow.
Mindscape?
Keep the mind.
You gonna respond to that?
Oh, was he
Yeah, he
Wait,
just asked
did-
Mindscape, question mark.
Yes, obviously we're not in the material world.
At that, read.
There are heat signatures around me. And the one burning the brightest, but also having this interesting flavor in the air, is Boo. So I'm gonna charge forward in an attempt to pin him to the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
That's a D plus strength, right?
Yes.
That then triggers.
And it triggers, yeah.
Yeah,
so
it
that
triggers everything else, right?
Yeah.
it would have happened anyways.
That absolutely hits.
Okay. But that does not constitute on in this specific case because it description-wise sounded very specific.
I
right?
will say yes, it does.
Okay, then at the same once I've done that, I will bite down on one of his arms.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, 27. Who hit?
He's rolling like
Go
you
ahead.
normally do.
What the others see is
Guy,
worm
hold on.
biting.
You
Yeah.
damn near rolled max fucking damage.
Oh, I want to roll today.
Yeah.
He's
Hold
one
on,
short.
so-
He's one short.
Technically two,
Okay,
because it's double.
hold on. So, that's what? 11, 22, 25 points
26.
of damage. 26?
It's not. Yeah, it's 26.
Plus 4.
26. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
And
Bye, Boo.
what the others will hear as well while doing that is like a horrid screeching sound as I attempt to rip off his arm with that bite.
Was gonna
Yeah.
say, would that activate the hold action?
That
Because-
would activate all of the hold actions, so anyone who has their attacks readied, if you have...
So it's me,
Vestel.
Vestel, and
Uthgar.
Uthgar.
And Adam
did
has
I-
a range
Did
shot.
Adamant do it
Yep.
as well?
Yep,
So it's
short
all
bow.
of us. Just go in
So
order.
go ahead and everybody, in order, Yashiyama was first, then Vestel, then Adamant.
Is it just one or is it two?
You get 2. Does a 20 hit your AC?
Yes.
Okay, both those hit.
I have extra attack. Do I get 3 or is it just you get
It's
like?
only your action.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. Uthgar was going to grapple. Would it just be a strength or a,
He's
Is
currently
it even
already
possible?
grappling somebody else. I would say no.
I was gonna say, is it gonna be like the dog thing where you have to like hold the jaws open?
No, I would just say you can only attack at this point.
Okay. Gore for him. I don't think that hits.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
17 does hit.
Hey.
The fuck's your AC?
Not 17.
Not 17.
And
Question. Did I rip the arm off or not?
No, but you damn
Okay.
near did. For context, as soon as everybody's done, I've got a fucking visual.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna hit and do inflict wounds, which is
Oh, no.
Okay. Go ahead and... That does not hit.
No, but that doesn't even hit either.
You would either do the spear attack or the inflict wounds.
Oh, I
You
thought
could
it-
not do both.
Oh, it was just a touch?
Yeah.
I thought it was you have to hit and then
No, no.
Okay.
Inflict wounds is straight up just you touch somebody and then activate the spell.
Got you. I thought it was one
It
of
is
those.
a full
Alright.
action to do.
Okay, I'll just go with the spear one, which doesn't hit anyone.
Well, okay. And
And.
Adam,
short bow.
you roll your damage for the gore attack.
Oh, whoopsies. You want me to re-roll that?
Roll
Because
your
I
damage for
GM
the gore
rolled.
attack.
Oh yeah, shit. Goring?
Okay.
15.
15 points of damage on that.
I'm pretty sure. I
It does a 12 hit your AC.
No.
Okay.
So the short bow shot misses. So, as you all see, Boo is seeming to desperately ask for Reed to come back. He gets flung to the ground with a sudden movement as jaws snap to his shoulder. And in a very rapid succession of movement, you hear snapping of metal. You hear what sounds like pieces of cables that are connecting them together begin to tear. And a scream. Vestel, you're the closest. Give me a perception check. Okay. I'll say as well for Ishiyama, give me a perception check as well.
This is a little better than mine.
Ishiyama, you kind of see a small trickle of blood leave from this wyvern's mouth.
Oh.
And in this moment, you all begin to batter the wings and back of this wyvern. At the start of the round, I need another intelligence save from Reed, please.
Reed sheet or the other?
Reed. Anytime that I ask for this, it'll be from
Oh,
Reed.
okay. Okay.
Hold on, wait, was it a... Oh, no, it wasn't a intelligence save.
As,
It just says the name.
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
the
it's
action.
just the one you selected. Yeah, yeah. As you are sitting through this, you have another memory, and all of you at this point are again remembering this as though this is your memories. Again, this kind of strange feeling hits the back of your mind of knowing things. You find contentment. Almost comfortability. You see the woman that you've married in another room smiling. But you don't recognize the face anymore. It's the same, but it's something's lulling you. Ishiyama.
I'm going to Hunter's Mark him.
Okay.
The damage doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to ready an attack again. Same trigger. Your mind is poisoned, Reed. And that'll be it.
All right. Boo is, though in incredible pain, going to reach out to Reed, or what he believes to still be Reed. Please, don't do this. And he is going to cast Cure Wounds into Reed, or into the wyvern. Vestel.
Vestel's going to put Cure Wounds on Boo.
Just like awkwardly, like, hey, sorry, can I touch real quick?
You're already.
Like that's the
and
fucking.
Uthgar is going to hold his action.
Okay, 7 points of healing.
That gets a couple bolts back into their place. So
Yeah.
is Boo bleeding or is the wyvern
Can't
bleeding?
tell.
Okay.
It's a shot in the dark whether
Adamant.
Cure Wounds is going to work on the automaton.
Okay.
Actually,
Shot in
Cure
the
Wounds does
dark.
work on automatons. Or autognomes, specifically.
Automatons?
Honestly, that's why I picked those over Warforged or something else, is just because you can heal them.
Where are the oil drinkers at?
Okay. So I can pass through friendly spaces, correct?
No. Not unless
No.
you're a halfling. You
Can I
could-
cross diagonal like that?
You could do.
I thought you could pass through, but you couldn't end your turn.
Yeah.
You could do that. It's the same distance.
Okay. And then
It's
I can still
difficult-
go down here for
it's
that extra
difficult
5 feet.
terrain.
It's 30.
It's difficult terrain if it's like there is no other option. But in
Yeah.
this, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Okay.
When you have other
so
options to move around.
Yeah.
I can get to where I want. I'm going to switch to my short sword,
Okay.
and I am going to cast.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
And that is my hold action. That should be, I believe, at second level.
Okay. So triggering again if he attacks again?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Wyvern, are you going to continue to maul?
How heavy is Boo?
Boo's like 200 some pounds.
If I turn on the spot, could I theoretically, since I'm clamped onto him, use him as a club to whack a bitch?
Yeah! Yeah, you could!
I'm gonna.
Dakota, you're just being used as a chew toy, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
That's your
gonna
entire
see
purpose
the
now.
hand reach for the autognome, and since I want to eat this guy right now, I'm gonna just think that she's trying to steal my kill. So I'm gonna swing hard right and trying to club Ishiyama with Boo.
Okay.
What would I roll for that?
Give me an attack roll. This will be to hit Ishiyama's AC.
Wow, doesn't even try to roll an intelligence save.
Is that the +4 or?
It's still the attack roll. It's whatever.
Okay.
I
yeah,
would
so-
say
okay.
in this, yeah.
Yeah, no. That
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll damages though. This would be like the bite or the any of your other attacks. I think it's 2d6 plus 4.
Yeah, I'll just use tail as that. Oh no, wait,
Yeah.
that's tail.
that's the attack roll.
Regardless,
There we go.
regardless. 9 points of damage, and that is to both Ishiyama and to Boo as well.
Hey, buddy, how's your health looking?
I ain't gonna lie, it's real fucking bad. So as
The DM is panicking right now.
hey, go ahead and roll your other attack just out of curiosity.
Okay.
The bright
I-
yellow.
Are you going to bite again, or are you going to slam? Are you going to use your tail to hit something?
Is it a claw attack if I try to like force, like use the claw to force it off?
Oh, you're like
push
stepping?
against.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
stepping,
on his
pulling.
torso and on his like upper body, and then just
Why are you
pulling
so
up.
goddamn mean?
Yeah, go ahead and do a claw attack.
You're losing that arm, buddy. I hate to tell you.
Ooh,
A
maybe not.
13 doesn't hit.
I was gonna say, you
Oh.
cannot tell me you have less AC, you have lower AC than I do.
No.
Okay.
You-
So
My reaction.
You see as firstly, Boo gets used as a fucking club and slams into the side of Ishiyama. And as the moment the flail of this slightly out of socket, let's go with that, slightly out of socket arm, calmed down from the moving, a clawed foot comes up and just scrapes across the front of Boo's chest. Any held actions now in order.
All right.
So
It will be Ishiyama first.
I do want to ask Adamant and this one.
Mm-hmm.
We are flanking,
Correct?
you guys are.
so those would be at advantage.
Yes, but we'll get to there when we get there.
Yeah.
In a minute.
In a minute.
So the 20 does hit, the 8 does not.
Damn, I wish I had advantage.
So
Bottom one
eight.
doesn't matter.
Bottom one doesn't matter. So
And
that is 4 points, and that is 10 points in damage in total from Ishiyama. Tastel, do you have any held actions?
Uthgar does.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack with Uthgar.
No. No, 10 doesn't hit.
No.
It has advantage,
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
have
right.
advantage.
And
so
then
he's a
it's flanking.
15.
15 does hit.
Wait, wouldn't the 15 for his short sword also hit?
No, because he's not flanking.
I'm
that's
flanking
what
with you.
I do. The 15.
Okay, another 15 points of damage there.
And again, this is non-lethal damage.
Okay. Trying to be as blunt with him as possible.
He's
And
pretty
then-
much running up, grabbing him, not really holding on, but enough to like
Just battering the arm to his side to get him off.
tackling him. Yeah.
Yeah. And Adamant.
Yep. 1 second. I'm getting the rest of my stuff with me. Okay. I currently don't have it on my sheet, so I had to look it up. I will be rectifying this. Oh wait, yeah, I do. So
dispenser.
sneak attack. I'm reposting everything just that's kind of about to go with this short sword attack. And here we go. I gotta switch on advantage, that way I don't have to fuck with it later.
26 will hit.
26 will hit. So, sword damage.
5 points
Aw.
there. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw. So if
Free
the
sheet or
wyvern
damn.
that does not meet the spell save, so you are considered frightened, and you take an additional d6 of necrotic damage for that.
Does he drop the gnome because he's scared?
He's not afraid of the auto gnome. He's afraid of Adamant.
Damn it!
The target takes an extra d6, so I've got a d6 I have. Oh no, it's a 2d6 there
Ah,
for the smite.
are you casting at a higher level?
Yeah, it's
He did
cast at
say-
level 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did say.
So that's an extra. That's 15 total damage from Adamant this turn.
Damn.
Good bit of damage.
Wait,
Uh,
it's a level 1. Is it 2d6 on the?
First
It's
smite.
1d6 for the sneak attack. It's 2d6 for the smite.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
How much was that? 15?
Yeah, 15. And the sword itself did radiant damage, not slashing.
Oh well, bad news. I'm an unholy creature. No, just kidding.
Bad news, you're an unholy creature.
Abomination. I say,
At the start of the round, I need a intelligence save from Reed.
roll above
Oh,
a
I
10.
see. The turn order is slightly out of order at the moment.
No, it's not.
Okay. You recognize This is Mara. You all are having this vision again. You recognize that this is Mara. You recognize that these memories you've all been having are Reed's memories. You recognize something's been in the corner of the periphery. Something's always been there. Something just not quite in view. And as Mara comes up to you, you notice she's heavily pregnant. And there is a intense amount of stress that seems to fill you. Ishiyama, after getting battered with a metallic man, how does he respond?
Are we seeing the same visions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we feeling the same?
Yeah. You were all seeing and feeling the same thing.
Oh, he definitely felt that.
I mean, it's kind of hard to not feel a fucking giant metalloid getting smacked into you.
Metal.
It's heavy armor, guys.
Reed, it's not real. Struggling to think what to say. I am going to move. No, actually, I'm perfectly fine staying there.
We need
Also,
to
I just
move
realized I could have done Hellish Rebuke
over
against
a
him. I
little
didn't.
Oh, yes. He would be moved over there.
Dude, get away from me.
I know. Hey, listen, I got used
Clank
as
'em.
nunchucks. I got used as nunchucks to hit you.
Hunter's Mark's not concentration, is it?
I believe
It is. Yes, it is. Took 9 points of damage. That's a Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes.
That's
Yeah, that's good. You're good.
There's nothing I can cast on him. There's nothing I can do. Can I do a perception check to see if he's bleeding or if you're
Absolutely, go ahead.
Hold on, is that gonna be my action or not?
No.
Okay. I don't see shit.
You have not a clue.
Min-max.
I'm gonna do the
Wow,
same
you've
thing I
had
did
them.
last time and just prepare an attack. Same thing.
Okay. Boo is going to plead with Reed to come back. And he's just going to do it again. He's going to cast the second level Cure Wounds into the Wyvern. I know you can hear us. Please.
No.
I'm not sure he can.
Not issue. I'm adamant. Really wish you were over.
I know. But I went here.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire, where it encompasses him.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I can move.
Is that 20 foot? It's 20 foot.
Yes.
So, let's see, 20.
And Uthgar is going to hold.
Somebody can draw that.
I suppose.
I got it.
I'm holding it so that way it's easy to draw.
Like that?
That works. Awesome.
Good enough, yeah.
Close enough.
Sorry.
We're towards
Sorgi.
All right, I need a dexterity save from the Wyvern and from Adamant.
Man, I'm just rolling ass. What the fuck is going on
God
over
damn.
here?
Unless it's to kill me.
Well, the good news,
Funnily
guys. Oh, sorry. I wasn't
it would
supposed
be
to
a
roll
10.
with advantage, so it's a 10.
10. So both of you are currently
Yeah.
under the effects of fairy fire.
That's cute.
What to do?
I'm okay.
Y'all are bright as fuck.
Am I remembering the wrong spell? Didn't Fairy Fire used to also do damage? Or is it really just... am I messing it up with another
No.
spell?
Yep, because I did the
It
same
basically
thing.
just highlights you.
Yeah, fairy fire, all it does is just lights you up and then gives everybody advantage to hit you.
Hmm.
Adamant.
Oh, well. Being that there is now fairy fire, I'm gonna casually stroll around this a ways.
Okay.
And
Oh, come
then
on.
I'm gonna...
Give me that attack of opportunity. Do it.
When Ishiyama
Oh, I'm still flanking now.
would Ishiyama still be considered flanking with him?
Yes, now it will be.
Yeah. But it won't
I
matter
mean,
because fairy fire.
Yeah. Wouldn't
I mean,
I did not need to do that.
it would not matter because he is, under the effects of fairy fire. I got it.
He is bright as a light bulb.
Real quick, actually, I'm not sure would Fox... I think I'm gonna move the other direction, though. Sorry, I'm just kind of... I just want to put myself back for a moment, because I wanted to measure something out.
Okay.
So it's 5 feet, 10 feet. Oh, good. I'm actually gonna go the other way instead.
get
And
an attack of opportunity?
you are frightened of me. I'm not
Oh,
sure you do.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
Good call.
You could make the attack. Actually, it would be a flat roll because he has advantage on the strike.
No, but with frightened, can
If
you
as he-
even make them?
Yes, you can. You can make a strike, but it would be at disadvantage.
Well, and you get my big fat meaty tail in your face.
Does a 16
Or
hit?
not.
A 16 would hit.
All right. As you're scurrying around, would you want that to be the trigger for attacks, or are you waiting for the other attack from?
No, he attacked. That's a trigger.
All right.
My trigger is read.
Huh?
My trigger is read attacking.
So he just attacked.
Okay, yeah.
I would say those hit.
A 8 misses the.
No,
Oh,
it's a
no,
16.
16.
Yeah.
16. Yeah, I forgot.
So,
And
and
the hunter's mark
7.
That's the first one.
wait. I'm not that fast. Hold on. So
Hold.
8.
Old. 8. 4 plus 3 is 7. 6, and then 12. That's a lot of fucking damage.
Yes, it
Wait.
is.
What? Oh yeah. 6. Oof.
Because the second hunter's mark is doubled because it's crit.
Is it?
Every time you
Yeah. God damn. That's such a good spell.
hit, it is.
The great spell. And then I'm just waiting on Alyssa before I do anything else.
That does hit.
Technically, it also needs a strength save, or he's considered rogue.
Hold on a sec. I believe the strength save is of creatures equal size.
Yeah, he needs bigger.
Is there anything else before I continue my turn?
So wait, that's
listen
10?
here. That is
Vestal did a
12
thing with the
points,
fairy fire, so it
and
should be
then
more.
go ahead and make your the rest of your turn. Are you attacking, or is it still
I'm
your
going.
turn?
Yeah, it is.
If you're wanting to
Still my
hold it
turn. All I
until-
have done is simply move. I am going to, at second level, cast Hex. And
Okay.
then I will hold.
Hold.
How does he look? Can I?
You honestly, at this point, with what's all going on and the fairy fire, is very difficult. The mindscape does tend to make things difficult to tell what's going on.
You know what? Instead of holding my attack, since everybody else has already gone off, I am gonna go ahead and swing. And as he does, he is going to say, "Thank you, Abby, for these gifts," and then he's whack.
Oh.
I'm not gonna re-roll, but I should have had advantage on that, but it's a nat 20.
Yeah. Can we all calm down with the nat 20s, please?
No.
Oh.
I would really appreciate if
It's about
that's
time
the
we
case.
got them and you didn't.
So it's 4 plus 4.
So, yeah, that's 8 plus.
So
there.
it's 2d6 for the sneak attack.
Someone give me the final number.
Because
It's too late to do math.
do the rest of your damage, and then we'll do the math.
Okay. Do you want me to roll the sneak attack and the hex damage
Don't
together
matter.
just so that we double it?
It don't matter. It's all dice. It's not like you're adding anything else to it.
Yeah, 1d6 plus. I believe this is 2d6. No, that's just when
1d6.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just 1d6. And then that'll just get double. Oh,
You
look
get
at that
another
nat
4
ones.
points.
So that's 8, 12 more damage.
I need the final number.
Total of 12.
Oh,
All
Right,
right.
because I don't have anything that would change that.
5. Bad feel. Bad feeling. It is the wyvern's turn.
Frightened.
right means I can still attack or not.
You could still
You
attack.
can't willingly move closer to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would be able to attack, however, it would be a disadvantage. That is granted you're using an attack that uses an attack roll.
Yeah,
you
but
can't-
turning towards him is not counted as getting closer. That's fine.
Turning in place and looking at him, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because with my
It is
mouth
not
on
just
Boo,
it is not just attack rolls and ability checks against me. It is attack and ability rolls while I am within line of sight.
No, it's against you.
Maybe I'm
someone
misreading
look it up.
this
I'm
Someone
looking
look
it up. I'm looking it up.
because I was looking at it right now.
Because my next action is depending on that.
Each object inside a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Your choice.
That is not what we're talking
That's
about.
not what we're talking about.
All right.
We're talking about fear, not
conditions.
fairy.
Frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage in ability checks and attack rolls while within source of the. Okay, yeah. It cannot willingly move closer. So as long as you're within his line of sight, and which there's no real ways to not be in his line of sight, you have disadvantage on all ability checks, attack rolls.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna do it.
Do it.
I'm going to turn towards Alyssa. Is Boo still considered in my mouth at this point, or?
I would say, yeah. If you were
Okay,
able to swing him around and do that, then yeah, it would be.
Well, I'm gonna drag him along the floor and basically let loose, making him fall in front of Alyssa's character's feet. And
Okay.
then I am just going to do this, because you have hurt me.
This is years of pent-up frustration against the DM being unleashed.
And it's gonna be... I don't know how this... this would be the mouth? This would be the mouth?
It's whichever direction you want it to be.
Well, I wanted... Would this hit all three of them, or...?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm doing that.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it's a 30-foot cone. Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I'm doing that, and
Okay.
all three of you get to see these beautiful azure scales on the neck turn slightly red.
Okay.
What do I do?
Let's roll the dex saves first. That's a fail on my end. I need a dex save from Vestel and from Uthgar.
Here's Uthgar's.
Uthgar succeeds.
And
That guy's built different.
He really is.
I mean,
Vestel's-
literally.
Vestel's.
Vestel,
Oh, you
you
lucky
succeed as well.
bastards. Oh, that's a lot
Oh
of ones.
my god!
He downed, didn't he? So, Uthgar and her only take 22 points.
Yes. Who takes a full 44?
It was nice knowing you. Sorry, that wasn't MK.
To the rain.
Out of curiosity.
That wasn't even like that's a decent roll.
It's pretty average.
You all see, as Boo is lifted up and drug over towards Vestel and Uthgar. Ishiyama, you were trying to notice if the blood was coming from the wyvern or if it was coming from Boo. You begin noticing the blood is dripping out of Boo's chassis.
No, he's gonna
The
be
fuck?
steamed hams.
And in that moment of fire being unleashed, this molten slag just belted out through the mouth of this wyvern. You see the front half of Boo's chassis melt, completely exposed, inside of which you see a small animal frantically panic before becoming very still. For
Ow.
this,
Well.
at the end of your turn, I need Reed to make a intelligence save one last time.
Just fucking Cardic, come on.
Nah.
You are all aware of this creature. In a brief showing of the firepower and its capabilities, you see through what you only can imagine is what the Holdtaker was seeing. As it burned down the city, anguish and anger fueling the rage. Yet that item that you had seen, that was in the corner of your eyes, is still prevalent. It's still there. As you watch buildings crumple to ash, you still see that thing in the corner of your eye. Ishiyama.
Can I try and see what that thing is?
Boo's not moving.
I know. I can't get to Boo.
God, I wish Self was here.
Yeah, because Boo would have been like right here.
I can't get to Boo.
You want to?
You can, yeah, you can give a perception check.
Yeah, because I want to see if I can see what that object actually is.
That creature was.
Yeah, whatever that was.
You see what looks like
Oh, not you.
What?
You were talking about there's a thing in the corner of your eye. Like, can I see what this is?
Oh, that? No. That was only in that passing moment.
All right. All right. Let me use that perception check then to see how small you are and if I can get you out.
You see a tiny animal that's in the chassis. Boo himself is small.
Nope, that wouldn't work. Never mind. My plan does not work. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna... Can I see how damaged the wyvern looks or not? Or is it still
In this
hard
state,
to see?
in this state, it's hard to see anything.
All right. I'm gonna try and do non-lethal damage now.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna...
Bless you.
Blessed. I'm just gonna have to go after him. Oh, 2 of those hit.
2 of those do hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. 6, 5. Alright, I need to check because he's had quite a bit.
I mean, you want to have the up-to-date number right now?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that should be enough.
Yeah.
How do you want to concuss the wyvern?
Come on inside, and welcome to the chair.
I'm gonna go ahead and try, like, because his head's facing the other direction, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna slice the side of his neck. I'm gonna try and do another slice, but it's not gonna hit. And I want to jump kind of like up to his skull, and I want to pound the side of it as hard as I can with the back end of the sword.
As the pommel hits the side of this wyvern's head, you feel the consciousness leave it. And in that moment of consciousness leaving the animal, it begins to shrink back to Reed. And at the same point, you are transferred.
Am I naked right now?
Is he naked?
I gotta put admin on here. You... God damn it. Move where I want you to move. You have your clothes. We'll say for the sake of lycanthropy magic, you have your clothes.
A little tattered, but...
You find yourself, all of yourselves, in this strange area. Reed, as consciousness kind of comes back, your head is pounding. And just a little ways ahead from where you all are, out here on the floor, you see a husk of a metal creature.
Do I remember anything?
You have no idea what just happened.
Ishiyama's gonna go run up to the husk. There's nothing inside.
There is.
Oh, there is.
You see, inside there is a elaborate schematic of tubes and levers and small buttons. And inside you see a very small cat. It is burnt to a crisp.
Is it alive?
It is dead. Fun fact, when you do over double the amount of health a creature has, it instantly dies.
Oh!
Double over its max.
Well, I knew that the creature didn't have that much health then.
No, Boo
Boo.
only had 20 HP.
Total?
44 damages.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna.
You only had 20
Oh.
HP
I
total?
got to my
Boo,
turn.
Yeah.
Boo himself
Holy
only had
shit.
20 HP, but the
he
suit
was
didn't.
incredibly weak. Boo by himself. The cat on the inside had 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, save the ecosystem from an outside cat.
I am just going to... Is there a memento or something in there that I can take?
Not necessarily.
Alright.
You could take the crispy cat.
I'm not touching the crispy cat. Because I don't want him falling in ashes.
Could take a bit of his armor.
The lightning launcher is heavily destroyed, but it can be removed. It seemed to be the arm that was getting torn apart.
So, DM making a new character.
I just want to take like a knuckle, like a piece of the knuckle off or something like that. Just something to carry with me. And I'll touch the top of the husk and I'll just walk back to Reed. You alright?
My head absolutely hurts.
Yeah, it probably will hurt
What
for a little
the
while.
Fuck happened?
Well, out of it slightly, you turned.
Shit, and you didn't kill me?
No.
For the sake of everything. Uthgar puts Boo.
No, because we figured there was a way to get you out. And we found it.
Oh no. I'm gonna get up, wobbly on my legs, and do a head count.
I'm going to say Uthgar is there, but obviously, you know, spiritually, not physically. So
He's in shock.
Yeah. You count everyone with the exception of Boo. You see out on the floor a burnt metal pile on the ground just ahead of you.
Shit. No.
Reed.
I'm gonna push Ishiyama just aside and
I'm gonna
like
try and-
stumble over there.
I'm gonna try and hold you, but I'm just gonna let you go. Like I'm not gonna fight it that much.
I do have a question. As the wyvern, he was afraid of me. Does any of that still linger?
I'm not currently
Like
looking
the
at you.
angst and the fear. I'm just
I will say it's dropped.
okay. So the statuses are both dropped. Okay.
I'm gonna get on my knees and I'm gonna just cradle whatever's left of the amalgamation of Boo like a child in my arms.
The entire time he was casting Cure Wounds on you.
I'm not even responding to that.
It's fine.
Adamant's gonna kind of ask a question while you're bent down. Have you ever come in contact with something from another plane?
Ishiya's gonna kind of turn toward you and just give him a minute.
As Reed, you're holding this husk, it is still a bit warm.
Can I go as well? Check the doors just in the meantime.
Yeah.
Of course, it'd be still a little bit warm. It's been flambéed.
Yeah, but like, it's
Flambe.
incredibly.
Also, are we on a new map, or is the map meant to
Yeah,
be?
it is meant to be a new map.
It is all black for me.
Ah, that's right. I haven't given you vision. Hold on.
And the Lord said, "Let there be light." Ooh.
He said, check doors, and I'm like, what doors?
I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that he just like insta-died, I had spared the dying,
There you go.
like, keyed up for my turn.
Thank
You
you.
see now? Okay.
Oh, there is nothing, but I can see my character. I'm assuming it's because I
Okay.
do not have a torch.
Let me
No,
do
you
this.
should be able
I'm
to
surprised you
see.
don't have the room that's.
No,
in
you
front
guys
of us
have dark
glowing.
vision. That'd probably be why.
Oh.
Let me see here. Right. Let's do 20 and 20. See if it changes. What the fuck? Your connection to the server's been interrupted while I'm fucking working on stuff?
It works.
Alright, can you see now?
Yep.
Okay.
He's the only one who's putting off bright light.
I don't know why he can't see.
I'm also going to light a cigarette.
Right next to a well-done cat in a suit, and that's
Well,
kind
I'm
of fucked
gonna
up.
come over here. I'm gonna come sit down on this bench right here. I'm gonna use the cat as my ashtray.
Your cash tray?
I do advise taking a look around. Investigating this area.
Is there anything in the bedrooms? Because I looked there.
You can give me a perception check. Or an investigation.
You do perceive bed.
There's beds. It's beat up. Actually, give me another one for a different reason. Okay, 10. 10 will be enough that you can recognize it. While you were in this maze, while you were out fighting the wyvern, you seen things that weren't quite there. It was there. They felt real. They looked real, but it's not quite right. You feel this bench you're sitting on. You see those beds. Everything feels different. It feels almost real compared to how everything else has been feeling. It looks real. It feels real. Nothing gives you that weird feeling.
Before my character goes to walk off to search rooms, he's just gonna to Fox's character one last time. Just think about what I asked, and he's going to go search the rooms. I'll do a perception check.
Okay.
Normal. Ding.
You
12.
find that these mattresses, they're cold for the most part. The ones in here, they all seem to be out of use. You also begin to notice as well, there's strange amounts of cobwebs. You don't see any spiders. You see this web that seems to be over most of the corners in this room.
Okay. So this is, in a way, this looks like it's been abandoned so long that even the spiders are gone.
Pretty much, yeah.
Can I check to see if the other rooms are the same?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a separate perception.
Because that is specifically what he is looking for, the unused.
As far as
that
you can
one.
tell, it's still the same unuse.
The beds are beds.
Beds
The
are
beds are beds. And there are spider webs.
Vestel, if you could give me a perception check.
Yeah.
As you're looking around the room, trying to take everything in. There's a lot of cobwebs. Those are the same kinds of cobwebs that were on those notes.
Wait. I'm going down to Ishiyama, and I would like to do another perception check to see what the fuck this big booty hole is.
Give me the perception check. I will say it's at advantage. 24. Awesome. As you're looking around at this hole in the ground, you see this span of webs. That's a big ass spider if it made that. You lean in to take a closer look, and you hear something. You hear
Ooh, heart.
and it's coming from the bottom.
And I was about to do a firebolt in there because fuck spider.
No one's stopping you.
No, actually, what we needed is an X-wing to fire a couple missiles down this thing.
Blow up the Death Star.
Yes.
She leans over to Ishiyama and goes, that has a pulse.
Yeah, whatever that is. I'm gonna turn and come back and just kind of lean against this pillar.
I assume that from here I would have seen this.
Yeah, you can go out and around. Go back up towards the. Go back up. Go up north again. Once you pass the room, yeah, then you can go that way.
That's what I was doing.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't just like jumping across that big ass
Oh no,
gap.
I'm just gonna go, whoop, yeah guys, look, I gotta go all the way around. I would like to do a perception check in this weird room.
Okay.
I don't think
Oh,
it's
fun. I don't have any of those put on my character sheet yet.
I did
An 11. You, as you're taking a look over this, you see a lot of cobwebs. But you don't hear that heartbeat from this room. It seems like it's only coming from inside that hole.
The heartbeat's only through the hole. I don't see a really good way down.
I do have something to add to earlier. When I cast my hex,
I didn't realize you could go down that way.
You guys did not hear any verbal or semantic components. So there's, aside from there's just, I don't think, a way for you guys to see
Yes.
or to recognize that spell.
As you're sitting there reconciling with what you may have done, you finally begin to start hearing it. That same pulse. The rhythmic beat of a heart. You hear it coming from further down in that hole. And you feel almost drawn to it. Fox.
Sorry. So I'm thinking. I heard.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn and look at Uthgar. Please carry him. This is no place to rest.
He tucks him in the hole, in the belly pouch.
Oh, you already, like, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought just the crisp pad.
Crispy.
Cat of the hole.
Crispy.
Better situation.
Is your cousin
than
Crispy
throwing him into
Bacon
the
per
void
chance?
of the beating heart, booty hole.
John Pork?
John Pork?
No, not throwing him into the booty hole of thumping.
I'm gonna move forward. Does it get worse?
Yeah. That beating seems to get slightly louder the closer you get to it.
Had this with the fire. I really don't want to go down that way.
I have firebolt. If something comes in the fire, we'll shoot it.
I'm just gonna stay here. Absolutely still.
Reed, give me a perception check.
Intimidation.
Vestel, as you're looking at this, debating on if you're going to fire the firebolt down, you feel something.
It's a debate, but not a debate.
Mm-hmm. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Okay. Oh no.
Now you are the wife.
Tag, hear
As
it.
as you are looking down this, trying to figure out if I fire this straight down, is that where this is going to be? You're not sure.
Do you think that fall from this height would kill me?
And as you're thinking that, your body locks in place. You have this tense pain as you take a total of 34 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Jesus.
Do I hear her fall?
I will say yes.
We're looking.
As Adamant and Reed, you are looking forward, you see Vestel, as she's looking over the edge, just and fall over.
Like a fucking fancy fainting goat.
I'm gonna run over and what the fuck? Can I cast Cure Wounds?
Absolutely.
Does everyone have cure wounds?
As you're looking towards Vestel, you see something move from her leg and almost slither back down into the abyss.
Can I... How big is it?
It's small. Very, very small.
Like, that kind of small?
Yeah.
Okay.
And long, almost serpentine, but not very wide.
All right, we gotta move. Being
Which
here,
direction?
There's another room on the south side of here, but I don't know where it leads, but better than staying here if that's what we're going to be dealing with.
Listen, who's your character?
4 points of hearing.
I got the 4 points of hearing.
I'm gonna
give him vision as well, so you've got more.
Uthgar just kind of looks at her disappointedly. He has no expression because the skull is just.
I want to end up on the south side.
Okay. As you're making your way across, give me a perception check again. Okay. As you're looking to make this pass, you begin noticing this webbing that's through this cavern. It's moving. You see bits of what you assume at first it's loose bits of strands that seem to be waving. But as you're walking, you begin to notice it's seeking. The webbing itself seems to be alive.
All right, we gotta go.
You think it's him?
I have no idea, but that webbing is not webbing, it's sentient.
As you reach the bottom of this, you notice this doorway is covered by rocks.
I'll help pull some stuff down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just try to smash it.
You just, he runs up and begins smacking into it. And whatever rocks you move out of the way, you begin noticing there's more rocks behind it. It will take you some time to get through this.
Oh.
I'm gonna begin looking and see if there's another way out.
Okay.
Is there anything in here?
Give me a perception check. You see in this room those three almost bodies laid in the cavern itself. See one body slightly shorter than you, rather lean. Another incredibly small. And a third body rather, it's tall yet incredibly skinny.
Can I get there, or do I need? Is it going to be a jump?
You can get there just fine.
I'm gonna investigate. You get a closer look at these bodies, or
Yeah, they're all sitting on the ground. They do seem to be both connected to and wrapped entirely by this sentient web.
Can I do a knowledge check?
Yeah, absolutely. What are you trying to?
To see if I might be able to piece together
Yeah, of
what
course,
this
go ahead.
is.
Give me a history check.
16.
I'd like to as well, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Ishiyama, this is a bit out of your wheelhouse.
Yep.
This is living webs and weird, freaky spider hole. As for Adamant, there's been stories that he's heard of. Strange creatures. Living creatures. That seem to be just made of matter. These fit within the same wheelhouse as the old ones, but it's like saying in our world that unicorns exist and give a biological reason as to why.
The biological reason is rhinoceros.
Biological reason is
This-
I made it the fuck up.
It's a stick
It's-
on Thor's.
It is very much. That's not real. Those are figments of your imagination.
Ligmas of imagination.
You're looking at it. You see it.
I do not like this.
And
Do not like this.
you recognize as well that this may be something that may have been what's doing everything.
I deal with this? How do we deal with this? What are we dealing with?
As for Ishiyama, are you wanting to investigate the bodies or wanting to do anything?
Yeah, I'll investigate the bodies.
Okay, how are you?
I would
going
like
about
to assist him because I know.
I want to do
bugs.
everything except actually touch the shit.
it? Okay. You recognize. I'm going to close this window really fast.
You recognize it, Rimdy.
Sorry, buddy.
It fucking windy.
You recognize of these bodies in order from what I had said, a female humanoid shape. Either an incredibly small creature or an infant, and a very skinny masculine shape.
There's only one thing worse than boom, a child.
Are they lit? Are they alive or?
They're not moving.
I don't like this one bit.
But still, give me a perception check.
Okay, that's weird. There we go. Did not want to open all the way.
Estelle, as you're watching and helping Ishiyama look over these bodies, you see one of these light tendrils begin to wave closer to Ishiyama's shoulder.
She's gonna take her spear and whack it.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
If I miss, does that mean I hit Ishiyama?
But you don't, so
Damage.
you quickly reach up with the spear and slice off this piece of floating webbing. As it drifts back down to the ground, you notice it doesn't lightly fall. You see it kind of almost, if it were a limb slapping on the ground, displaced dirt. But it seems to drift down as though it was.
She just looks at it and goes, I don't like that. Shiyama, don't get too close. I don't like these things.
Where I wasn't touching them.
Yeah, I think that's.
Is there an actual way out of here, or?
You don't see any ways out.
Hey, there's another hole.
I didn't even see this one earlier.
Huh? You're over top of each other.
Fucking get me.
They fucking.
Oh, they fucking.
Oh, wait.
Yeah!
Only one.
One of
They
us.
just stacked on
One
top of each
us.
other.
We're actually all three staying on, we're staying on each other's shoulders, just T-posing, just.
3 dipshits in a trench coat.
I would like to climb them like a ladder.
We all
As-
fall to our death behind us.
As you look into this next room, you all see 4 more bodies of various sizes.
Do they fit us, size-wise?
No.
Okay, good. Oh, ooh.
You did have the same thought I had.
Yeah.
Ishiyama, what if this is what happened to townspeople?
Happened to what?
If this is what happened to the townspeople? They're just made up there.
Well, I think them being made up is a thing, but having seen Vestel actually cut one and not get sucked up like the symbiote from Venom. I will gently cut one of these open.
Okay. As you take your blade and quickly run it as gently as you can to open up part of this cocoon or casket,
Come blanket.
Reed, you immediately recognize a chef from your old village. Mummified.
Do I recognize this guy as well?
No.
Okay, so it wasn't the baker that we ran into.
No.
I'm gonna follow suit and cut open the next one.
As you do so, Reed, you recognize a cobbler.
I recognize you said a cobbler?
You just see a mummified human. Or at least what you could assume is a human.
Is this what happened to my associates? Mummification by... Oh boy. Can I do another history check now that I've got a little bit more information?
Mm-hmm.
This is a 19 this time.
For this process of mummification, it does take years for the body to develop as bad as it is. Huh? The time it would take for this mummification to have set in, for it to be this far. It is not enough time, or well, it is too long of a time for someone you have worked with to be down here, to be in this shape.
Okay.
However,
So either...
guesstimating by the development, you could reasonably guess that these people have been down here for about 6 years.
Did something happen about 5 years ago, maybe a little more? Were people going missing and getting written off as bandit kidnaps?
What for?
I think it's feeding off of them.
We know that much. Can we drop something down there?
Yeah, you can absolutely find a small rock and toss it down the hole.
In the meantime.
Well, can I, without getting to the edge of the... Oops. Didn't do that.
Before you do anything, Reed, are you going to toss a rock down there?
Yeah.
Okay. As you toss the rock down there, the moment that it hits one of these stray bridges of webbing, you see all of the surrounding tendrils quickly move to it before dispersing back.
Oh.
So, Firebolt? I'm voting
Ishiyama,
Firebolt.
I'm assuming you're going through and checking these three?
Yes.
Okay. You see, first, you are correct in assuming the first one is feminine shape. For some reason, and you cannot put your hand on it, you recognize this person. Vestel, as you enter into this room as well, you as well have this eerie familiarity with this person.
Oh god, it's eerie.
Haha. Reed,
Oh,
you immediately recognize this person.
I am trying to go with the party. I can't quite see.
Oh, you're right.
There it is. Okay.
Is it Mara or the stepmom?
It's Mara.
I'm gonna cut up all the other ones.
The tall... Well, let's save the tall one for last. As you cut open the small one, you recognize that this is a child. And contrarily to what you were led to believe at first, Ishiyama, this looks... What features you can see of this mummified baby looks similar to the features you see on Reed. And the skinny one. As the cast is opened up, you were almost shocked. You have a moment of panic hit you as you recognize this face. You recognize Borak.
Like from the festival?
From the church. From the church.
I'm gonna...
The one who had opened his arms up and was accepting death. The sinful, trying to be
that one.
Killed by the sinless.
I'm gonna turn back slowly to Reed.
My eyes are still fixed on the child. I have not recognized that Bora is even lying there.
Reed. I understand what you're going through a little bit here. He's gonna kind of motion towards the base of the other one. What are the odds we're In the Lich's phylactery.
In villages what?
The Lich's phylactery.
What is a phylactomy?
A Lich's spawn point.
Reed just does not know. He does not know shit about liches.
Adamant is going to
That's your calling card.
look at
Somebody.
Ishiyama.
What
do you mean, Lich?
Let's
What
go
do you
with
mean, Lich?
Arcana.
Well, we were told
Okay.
that.
Before you continue, I'll let that go, but I just... You've studied this shit for a while. You understand it. Lich's phylacteries tend to be a separate entity from them. Not a previous life, not a... It is a object of value, typically no bigger than a bowling ball.
Something holdable.
Something very holdable. And typically something treasured. These are bodies laid out. And there is no way you've ever heard of a lich making a body double as part of their phylactery.
When I told you to grab the weird-looking skull you described, none of you grabbed it, did you?
No
No.
idea. I don't believe we did we?
When you got separated and you were describing a weird-looking golden skull, and I said grab it.
All right, so if we're going to start throwing blame around here,
If
I
what everyone is
didn't-
saying is correct, and this is a lich, something head size would match. Something gold head size would match.
I'm sorry that some of us didn't, fully study lichdom.
I just didn't trust the weird skull in the circle, but
I
now
feel like
that
we were
you
right in
mention
not
that,
trusting a weird circle with a skull in the middle.
I think now that she
Point to
mentioned it
Alyssa's
like
character.
this,
I was with you.
This, she points over to the dead bodies. This is soul harvesting. He has sucked the soul from the bodies. Points to the weird cobwebs. This, probably just part of the magic they're using.
So how did you
haven't
explain the
read
fact that
anything
he's sitting
worth-
right there?
Big boy mount.
it might
She
also
points,
just
points
not
back
be
to
him.
the body double that we saw. That? They're not going to show up to you. All the texts say they're not going to actually show up. If they show up, you're dead.
Oh.
Of course they wouldn't show. They would use any sort of magic. They're usually wizards.
I don't like where
Wizards
she
with
goes with
illusions.
this.
She is just full on crashing out over the fact that she's like, I
Also,
foretold
going to be
so.
playing with Abby right
Isha
now.
was
just Ishiyama, you've raised a valid point. If this is a phylactery of,
What she's
soul
describing is like
harvesting
the phylactery,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
okay. So
If-
how is
If
he
his
here?
body right there, who's
I might take it. I might
who's
take
the
a
lich?
sword. I'm gonna take a sword, and I'm going to walk over to it. So it won't be a bad idea then if I'm gonna go to stab it, but I'm gonna stop myself right before.
She does kind of turn her direction over to Reed. Was there any really powerful wizards that you knew?
As far as I know, our top guy was him. As far as I'm concerned, that was that. But
I'm gonna stop
as
a
it's
second.
clearly shown, I wasn't really told the truth, was I?
I'm going to turn back around. There's a group of people that's not accounted for.
Mara's mother.
Mara's mother.
This is all a trap, wasn't it? This is just a trap. She just kind of.
We established that a while ago.
We knew this was a trap going
Not
in.
just. More of she is crashing out, doing the whole like, I'm dumb. Why was I dumb? Why did I follow this group?
So if you guys are the most enlightened, then what do we do now?
I'm gonna look right at Estelle. Since you're so enlightened, enlighten us.
Doubters.
I don't know anything about liches. I really like you guys take charge. I don't know
Outside
anything
of they
about
exist,
this.
and they're no good. I'm not.
Very rare, but apparently not that rare. Not rare enough. Usually they'll try to find their way up to power. Sometimes gaining followers, pretending to be a cleric, sometimes being an actual cleric, sometimes just being a wizard.
So we
And they go through a process and they become undead.
Well, now I'm confused though. Why would she trap you here? She obviously
What do
wasn't
you
after
think?
us. We just happened to be collateral.
yeah, and now you're just collateral. I mean, if it's anything, then probably me.
No,
Because
she was
I-
after you. That's my point, though. I don't know why
Yeah.
she's after you to begin with.
I mean, I did kind of kill her family and
True,
burn down the
but
very
they're-
existence of her life.
They're right there, though.
I want to take a look at Mara's body. Is it heavily scarred from
Yes.
flame?
There
Okay.
is burn marks all across where skin is
Okay.
exposed. You see as well there are pinholes across her body.
Sorry, I stepped away for a second. I just got back.
She was probably weak, but still.
My
alive.
my character does have a question. Can something not human become a lich?
I guess in theory there are Draco liches, at least mentioned in text, not really kind of put into it. It's usually a dragon that does the lich process. It's very
I
confusing.
think it's got to be something sentient with an understanding of magic, but
What if
In
you're
any-
misunderstanding what we're seeing?
She
What if
kinda
it's
stops
not a
and-
lich?
She kind of does stop and like looks at the web. Reed, what was the weird god thing that you guys worshipped called?
Tether.
Tether? Okay,
Tether, Tether, yeah.
usually
Can
when
I-
you tether something, you link.
Can I do
These are kind
a...
of-
As far as I'm concerned, he's been nothing but a made-up idea. There is no actual thing, a vassal, or anything that would relate to him being an actual existing thing.
Ishiyama, give me a history check really fast. For a brief moment, yes, you remember something. You remember that chalkboard. For a moment, you seen the words. You understood what it was saying. It Tether. In that incoherent babbling, Tether was talked about as though it was a living thing. You can't remember what was said after that.
That still kind of does like the brain blast thing. Could be a title. Liches like titles. Wizards definitely like titles.
What
What
if
if
they
he took the
try?
title.
no, that chalkboard where we came from, it was not talking about like as a title, but rather it was its own living, breathing entity.
What if they tried to create it with this?
That's the next question.
Can we bring this place down? Or can we first find a way to maybe get out of here?
I feel like getting out of here is probably the best way. Is there a way out of here? Because unless I'm missing a,
you can see.
I was gonna say, unless I'm missing a room.
I vote fireball straight down.
Be my guest.
Hopefully, it doesn't shoot me again.
I will go here and like up back to where we came from because that place does not look very safe.
Yep.
Hey, Fox.
Mhm.
For the party, can you describe Tether?
I mean, what I've written
What-
In the backstory, Tether was not really a thing. It was just a made up, literally a cult. You know, it's a made up religion. It's that.
So, a made-up religion.
Well, I mean,
do
all religions are
recognize-
made up.
Yeah. You do recognize parts of it. The stories of Tether that connects all of us. Something that surrounds us and binds us together. Something that seems to know vastly more than what anyone seems to know around you.
Okay. I don't think this was. I don't think you're taking it seriously enough. This is aberrant in nature.
Like I said,
Is-
I wouldn't know. All I've been told is what I told you guys. And it is very clear that I know a lot of things that I don't know a lot of things that were said.
So let me.
He's gonna look at what's her name? Vestial?
That's dumb.
Vestel? Aberrants, illusions, not necrotic, not lich. This is all up here, and he's pointing at his temple.
For our sake, I hope. 'Cause if at this mount, that entire city, and they've been safe.
Keep your minds sharp. What do we know that's
with
real?
That she casts cure wounds on herself. Second level. 5 healing.
Has anybody got a torch?
I have a torch. I'm actively using my torch.
I can have fire. Or can I?
For the
I don't know.
For the sake of the party, I am going to throw away my torch down the giant hole.
Are you gonna light it first?
I forget.
It's
It
already
is lit.
Okay.
My
good.
torch has to be lit, otherwise I cannot see.
I forgot
Okay,
that I
I'm-
had a Dungeoneer pack.
Do you want me to?
So
hold your
I am
hands?
throwing my torch. He is going to put one hand on your shoulder as he's throwing the torch. I will not be able to see.
As
That's fine.
this torch gets launched down into it. I'm assuming you're as well going to throw a torch and firebolt down.
Yeah.
This cacophony of fire begins to light up the webbing. And that slow rhythmic beat that begins to hasten. You hear as the fire begins to eat the walls. It begins to burn away.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted to. Yeah, I did.
Fairy fire. It's a different kind of fire.
You begin to hear
Fireball!
this screech, this aggressive screech. You can feel your bones begin to ache almost.
With his hand on. I'm sorry, Fox. What's your character's name again?
Reed. Like
Reed.
the plant.
He is going to tighten his hand on Reed's shoulder. You said there was a prophecy about you burning something, right?
Yeah.
At this moment, please hold back your flames.
As the fire seems to envelop, you hear something to the south. You hear a crash of rubble.
I'll run over and check it out.
I'll follow him while leading the Jesus
Adamant.
character, Adamant.
Yep. So I'm going to be one hand on his shoulder, and I'm actually going to have my sword in my other hand.
All right. As you approach this doorway, you begin to notice it's open. There is nothing now in that pathway.
One gold piece that we see my mother-in-law. I just a little.
I'll take your bet on that.
As,
I'll walk through.
as you step out and the bright light of morning hits your eyes, you see the village around you. You see what seems like almost the sky is on fire. Bits of the buildings seem to be burning. And then you see Borak in a frantic, almost drunken stupor of a walk begin to slowly press forward towards you.
That's still
Its
points
drawing
at
a
his
sword.
spear to keep him from at distance.
broken. Its legs seem to be barely holding him up. He doesn't seem to say anything as he approaches.
I'm gonna put myself behind, like in the middle of the group, so he can't touch me.
I'm pointing my spear and keeping distance.
He seems to gesture a hand out before falling down to the ground and just leaving his hand up towards you.
Don't touch it. It's not worth it.
Not gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm going to point at it, though.
Saying anything to it, or
Do I hit the hand?
you can if you want to.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
He's
I've-
casting Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
Oh! With the 17, yeah, that would absolutely hit.
what is the AC of a hand?
At least one.
At least one. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, oops.
6 points.
6.
As you see the hand gestured out towards you, this blast hitting the tips of the fingers seems to peel back, and you begin to see webbing.
Ew.
You see as the body of Borak crumples to the ground and becomes still, that the webbing begins to light up and Borak begins to burn. It doesn't take long before the fires seem to calm down. And those who seem to have some form of mental hold begin to panic. As reality is finally back to them, their minds seem clear. They can see and do things now. But how long were they gone? Where are they? Why is everything on fire? People begin to run frantically away. And the village seems to lose its splendor.
We should probably get out of here.
You said there was a barrier keeping us in?
Well, let's
I
see if
don't
it's
think
still there.
that's...
I don't think it is.
I want to get out of here badly.
Ding, 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 ding.
As you reach to the edge of the village, where the barrier was, you see, for a brief moment before you reach it, the air melt. The air burn for a moment and clear out. Once
The
stepping
fog.
out. Oh, so hold on just a moment.
No. I just said like once as I thought it would.
You stepped out and you see by your caravan, you see 3 figures, very panicked, looking back to you.
Is one of them his stepmom?
It is.
Mother-in-law.
Don't care.
Mother-in-law. I knew what you were saying.
Is one of them the child?
I'm gonna kind of jog ahead of the group, just so that way I get there first and she doesn't try to talk to Reed immediately.
I still have my hand on Reed's shoulder.
Now, think the problem's been dealt with.
Thank you.
Mind doing me a favor? How is it that you guys are the only ones that got out of this thing? Out of the village?
Borak sent us some missions. We didn't have the same understanding as some of the others.
I'm going to
As
fuck it card insight check everything she says.
Okay. Let me finish what I was saying, and then I'll let you know. We didn't have the same understanding, and our goal was to bring more people to the village. We would go out and bring people. I apologize for lying to you on that, but we thought we were helping people. We didn't know that something was happening with them. What did happen? As you're looking, you see she's being truthful. It seems as though from what you can gather, if Tether was keeping everybody in the village, keeping everybody to their will, it's reasonable to assume Tether couldn't reach outside. Not everyone was under his control.
Well, Borak wasn't really a lich, but being the most outspoken voice of leadership in the village, everybody turned to him and looked, and just kind of followed blindly. And I guess Tether was keeping them there so they couldn't leave, and was using you through Borak to go out and recruit new members. I'm gonna look her dead in the eyes. You need to leave this place and never return. You need to forget about this. You need to forget Tether even exists.
I mean, we potentially kill them. Out of character. Out of character.
I know.
She's going to turn and kind of like look over Ishion's shoulder to Reed. Can I?
Right now, he's in a bad state. You can ask him, but I'm dead serious. I'm not saying this as somebody who's trying to make sure you don't see what happened or whatever. Like, you don't want to. There's no guarantee that you can leave again if you go back. Everybody there was trapped. It's like every civilian that was in the village had amnesia if something out of the ordinary happened, and they would just reset. I hate to tell you this, but as an outsider with no give one way or the other, no bias one way or the other, you were unintentionally a part of a cult, and you were its outreach member.
See, she's just staring into the void. She then steps a little bit to the side. She looks towards Reed. And slowly approaches him.
Reed is just looking behind him at the town burning.
Body
Again.
block a little bit.
I want to say that I'm sorry for your losses, but I know you wouldn't accept it. I want to say you deserved better. But I don't think you'll accept that either.
And you'd be correct.
If it were up to me, I'd command you to jump off a cliff or something. But honestly, at this point, I don't care what you do. You have lost everything, just as I have. You suffer the same pain. Just go. Never talk to me again. Make sure this place gets off the landmarks. I don't want to see it on any map anymore. It'd be the best for both of us.
You feel her hand touch the back of yours. I will do everything in my power to... She turns and heads back towards the other two that she was with.
I'm gonna swipe my hand at my pants.
I'm gonna slowly lift my hand off of his shoulder now and wipe it on my pants. As I realize my hand's been sweating a little bit.
I know we just met, but thank you for all the help.
We are not so different.
To be honest,
He's gonna go ahead and put his sword away.
To be honest, you were actually decently helpful. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel like getting as far away from here as we possibly can. Really want to go find a bar right now and drink.
What about Boo?
We're finding it.
Do we know where Boo was from?
Does anybody know where
He
Boo
did
was
tell
from?
you
I
guys
sure
where he's from.
Good thing I
He
can't
did.
remember.
He did.
I
tell you
remember.
Guys, I don't remember shit.
I remember. What?
Go rewatch episode 1 real quick.
Out of curiosity, does Pepperidge Farm remember?
that. Pepperidge Farm does remember. Pepperidge Farm never forgets.
Did he say the specific town? Because I'm thinking Torfos is what he said, right? In the Brachian Ridge.
He was
But
not.
it was not shit, but it was the Brachian Ridge. I remember that much.
Nope.
I just remember he
Wrong
a
character.
very expensive bird.
Wait, was it not? Isn't that what he said?
No, he said Corin.
Ah, shit. No mind then.
What the fuck is that?
It's... If you're looking at the map, you see where the Cambraic Woods are?
Yeah.
In the middle of the map? Just,
There.
Just under the ANC.
Oh.
Just north of Cuts.
And where are we even at?
You are all
We
the way
are-
down below Domont.
If you zoom in close enough to the map, you will actually see the ruins of the village.
On the very tip of the peninsula.
Yeah, not the very, like, kind of where there's like a little intake kind of thing from the tip. A little.
Yeah.
Oh.
But where we are talking, you said Corin. So
Yeah.
it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 cities away.
Yeah,
And that's if we follow the coast.
and don't have
Alright.
any issues on the way.
So we have matters to attend to in Archway City.
Archway City?
And Ghostbury.
And Gosper.
And Yield Fields. And now Corin.
I can get to Gelsenberg. I can get to Gelsberg. I've worked there. A little bit.
That's good, at least. We will have to
And
make a trip
then-
to Corin, though, to properly bury Boo.
Gosberg is on the way.
That is true.
It is.
Corin is farther
I,
north.
However, hate to even suggest this right now, but I feel like the problems in Archway City might be a bit time-consuming as well.
You could always have the remains sent.
That's
It's not the same as burying them yourself.
Yeah.
Well, we could just
like as a
Put 'em
character that does not
somewhere
feel
for-
right either.
I feel like we should put him somewhere for safekeeping. Hence, this is John. I was about to say John. Who the fuck is John? Fucking Sovereign's like closest friend.
Sand the dwarf.
Character-wise?
So I
Yeah.
feel like he should at least be told that his friend died, and then he gets to choose what to do with it.
We'll have to catch up with him. And let's just get to the nearest town. See if there's a place where we can stay.
Beaumont it is.
Let it all sink in.
We might want to go a bit further than Domont.
Demont? Demont would be farther north.
Well, Demon would be further more.
Can we get to can we get to Gosberg in
It would be a day and a half.
all right, then let's just get to
You could
Domont.
you could effectively get to Dumont by nightfall.
Let's do that then. Unless anybody has any
Alright.
other ideas.
No, sounds like a good idea.
Do that and then
As far
find
as-
a bar.
Pretty easily. Dumont's not a rather large city. It does not take you very long to find a small bar that's actually just listed as tavern. Does not seem to have a
Buddy, we are in the Midwest of the world
Yeah.
now, aren't we?
Hey, Derpy, how often have I been to this tavern?
You've been here a few times.
Does it have rooms?
It
Yeah.
does in fact
It's
have
a
rooms.
tavern.
It is downstairs tavern, upstairs inn.
So
I'm-
Silver
Hey, Dakota.
called in.
I just want a room.
What?
What time of day are we rolling into town?
Nightfall.
I'm gonna go look
Would a
for my
cigarette
favorite
shop be
barmaid.
open?
Give me a perception check.
Did you smoke your last one on the way?
I have 2 left.
Oh, you're
looking
screwed
around.
till morning, buddy.
What is this song, by the way?
It's not
It's just a playlist I found.
No,
not many
like,
shops. You could probably find a spot that may sell tobacco potentially.
Beer's more important.
Okay.
I will light it. Actually, no, I'll wait.
All right.
Reed just wants to get a room. He's in no mood to do any drinking or stuff.
Do that. I would like to get a room as well, but I would also like to get the strongest liquor they have.
For every room, that is 5 copper. For every drink,
Done.
that is 2 copper.
And I'm going to go find a corner table, and I'm just going to sit down.
So you get this rustic vibe. The glasses are decently well maintained. The alcohol's not bad. It's very quiet. You hear the crackle of a brazier not far away. But no real movement through this tavern. No clanking of metal.
It's 10 silver for 1 gold, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's 10 to 1 exchange rate all the way down.
Okay. And then we don't use electric.
No.
Correct.
Fuck that shit.
I am going to get my own room, so that. And then, like I said, Adamant is
Now-
going to go find his favorite barmaid at this tavern. And he's going to offer her 2 silver for a couple dances.
Okay. You find your rooms, you find your solace and your drinks and your lap dances.
They're not lap. No, not lap dancing.
Just dancing.
Actual, like straight up, just regular on the floor dancing.
Oh god, twerking.
He clapping them cheeks.
As Ushiyama, you're sitting down drinking, you see kind of this tuxedo patterned cat run across the tavern floor and catch a mouse before darting away.
Nubu.
Cats have 9 lives.
I'm gonna get another drink and I'm gonna start writing in my notebook as well.
After a while, he's gonna go to the table to sit down and
Day.
As you relax, the night comes to an end. As day breaks, you all are awoken to the smell of cooked breakfast. This inn, having complimentary breakfast with purchase of room. As you get your breakfast to eat, where would you all like to go now? Heading to Gosberg still?
I guess so.
where does my gut tell me I should be going?
To the toilet. You drank milk.
Up to...
He didn't have that good of a night.
He had tuberculosis because it was raw milk.
It is not telling you anything. It's simply
Oh, good.
wanting you to do as you please.
Abby doesn't have any work for me right now, so I can go wherever you guys go.
Abby,
Yes?
that barmaid that you were dancing with last night.
The
No.
old man.
No. I don't even remember the barmaid's name.
All right, that explains it. First thing I'm doing is going to go find a tobacco shop.
Okay. You find a shop that seems to be herbs and remedies. Best guess, that's probably where tobacco would be sold at.
It's a remedy.
Go in.
The
store.
nicotine helps with his ADHD.
It is fragrant. Like walking into a Bath and Body Works, your nose is immediately hit with
Ooh.
1,000 different scents.
Cool.
Yeah. And you see this portly female gnome kind of leaned back in a chair. And she's... Good morning! How are you?
Warren. Alive and walking.
Well, that's better than being in the ground. Anything I can help you with today?
I need a pack or two of cigarettes.
Ooh. Unfortunately, we aren't most like the big city and stuff. We're more regional. I have, I can get you a satchel of tobacco and a, sparing use of, rolling paper, but pre-packed is, not exactly something we've got around here.
How much for it?
For the set, both of them together, I charge you maybe 3 copper pieces.
I'll put down 5.
Oh?
Keep the change.
Yes, sir.
Change, you filthy animal.
She sets out a small satchel that seems to be filled with dried tobacco leaves, and a small box of rolling papers. You gotta roll this shit like a joint.
11 herbs and spices.
Buddy, with how much I smoked, with how much Ishiyama smokes, you don't think he knows how to actually roll a proper cigarette? Because he fucking
just
will.
like,
He will. He will spend the night doing it. The first couple might be joint because, you know, need the cigarette, but I will take the time to make them. On my way out, I'm like, you should really consider at least having some travel packs.
They're not heavily sold.
No, but you could put your own branding on it, or you could make a little bit more profit if you sold them in packs instead of just the tobacco, but I understand why you don't. It's just
Supply and demand.
I get it. Have a good one.
You as well.
Walk out the door.
All right. Anybody else doing any shopping while in the Mont?
No.
I realized that I probably need a potion. Maybe.
You can head straight over to that same shop that Ishiyama was in, as it seemed to be remedies and
I'll take that back. He's not really that interested in it. He's just gonna he's gonna check on the rest of the party.
Okay.
You know, somebody had some interesting stuff that they said down in the fun area. That's what we'll call it. The hole in the ground. Because Vestia brought up liches. Vestel, sorry. Vestel. You study the undead?
Uthgar sitting beside her. Yeah.
Who taught you?
Vestis. She just kind of eyes him like, does the name ring a bell?
He's like, eyes like, kind of glazed over, like, you know, he's trying to think, but there's nothing close. No.
To the west on another continent. Probably haven't been there.
I have not left this continent. Kind of.
That would be why.
Dakota, what's Soft's character's name again?
I do not want to go on another ship for a long while.
Hebron.
Probably won't either.
He was asking what Saul's character's name was.
Oh, yeah.
How long did you all know Boo?
It's probably been about 3-4 weeks, maybe.
Is this your first time losing a party member?
What, my lifetime? Oh,
This group, your lifetime?
this group, I guess, yeah.
He turns to Alyssa's character. And you?
What was the question?
Is the first party member that you've lost?
Ooh. She's never had anyone she's actually lost, except for, like, Poe a few times.
So, yeah, this is her first. And then Fox is muted. I think he's AFK.
I'm here. I'm here.
He's kind of pieced together that Boo's not the first person you've lost.
How come? What gave you that idea? After the whole
So
village I burned to
why?
the ground, killing my wife and my child, while leaving my fucking
Mother-in-law of our people alive. How did you get that idea?
He's just getting a feel for how people are holding up.
Yeah, we just not talking about Bueno.
Oh,
Well, are we going to Archway City or are we going to Gorin?
Gossenberg is in the middle. On our way to Corin.
What did you call it?
I didn't realize that.
I think that's like
Gosberg.
the third time you've said a different name now for it.
Gossenberg.
Gossenberg.
Gossenberg? Ja, das ist an der Gossenberg.
Shut up. I want to hear it from you.
Grossenberg. Grossenes.
That actually might just become part of the characters. I'm
All right.
calling that city by its name.
Are we all right? So we're going to Corin then, and just passing
Through
through.
Gosberg, yeah.
We'll make the burial mission
There's-
the next thing we do.
We should probably inform some authorities in Gosberg about what happened in the town. The town whose name we've never said. I put so much thought on it.
Well,
As we approach, my
Damn.
sword disappears.
In his cheeks.
Easier to get through customs this way.
As you all approach the outer city of Gosberg, it is about midday. You see a couple of guards that are about to go on a trip down the trade routes. Those would be the people to talk to.
somebody else want to take lead on this? I'm writing something.
I don't think I'm brains enough for this. I think I still need a moment.
I'm running on 2 hours of sleep.
Okay, so I go over to the guards. With the party following behind.
Okay.
Excuse me. We have something we would like to report.
All right.
There was a small village. I'm trying to make sure that I don't say the very wrong name. South of Damont. He goes and gestures for one of the party members to pull out a map because he doesn't have one on him right now.
Sure, one of them will have the map available.
Okay, well, he's gonna point about the location. It was about here. There was an incident. It seemed like a cult or something had burned the village down to the ground when we got there. There were a few people running away and
Give me a deception check at advantage.
Do.
Damn.
29.
About how long ago did you say this was?
How long have we been traveling? About 4 or 5 days now?
It's a day and a half.
Or, oh, sorry, a day and a half. It's about 2 days ago.
All right. Thank you for the information. We will send somebody as quickly as we can. You see them turn and head towards the guards that are on the edge of this walls around the city, and begin conveying information. And you see horses getting brought out to have a few guards run out to the site. As you all step into Gosberg, the strange, incredibly large city seems warm. You have the smell of sea salt on the air, and a few more day trip to Corin. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
What a fucking round we were on.
I'm just gonna say, I told him to aim to kill. I didn't think he was going to one shot. Like,
mute voice.
Honestly, like, you had
That's the
20
message I
HP,
got.
though.
Listen, it's you extra crispy, like not our fault.
44 damage.
Yeah,
After that, I just wrote him, "You happy now?" with the message linked.
The thing is, if he wasn't...
No, I expected, like, he's
just-
going down, he's going to be fine, we're going to move on. After dealing 44 damage in one hit to a character that had 20?
I had Spare the Dying, like...
Dang shit you can do at that point!
No, I had that ready because I thought, oh, that wasn't going to be a much damage to, like, completely one-shot him.
The moment that I seen the damage, I was like, oh fuck, what did I do?
What have I said? I regret these are the consequences of my actions.
So, Dakota.
So it's gonna be a culture shock when Sov comes back next session and goes, who's this new person?
Yeah.
Where the fuck's Boo at?
So, that character you sent me earlier.
Listen, that was a joke. I was talking. I've talked to Fox and Brennan about this, but I was like, I wanted to get some more reference art for a race that I made like forever ago, and I'm like, I made this cool kind of Hero Forge character. That's it.
And tune in next time.
Well, I might be playing that fucker.
Oh,